frequencies and fundamental sets of the frequencies, consistency of the data, and check the progression. This is only the classification of the data. Notations is most important. Then it is the order of the class, and class frequencies are ultimate class frequencies and fundamental set of the frequencies observations, and consistency of the data we should be study here. In this learn of the different observations, it is the variables how and attributes how we can be take in that learning of this data analysis is important. Then we study first of all. Then is the learn methods of analysis of the data relating to the attributes, and know the difference between the dichotomous and manifold classifications, and the consistency of the data in the case of the 2 or the 3 attributes, how I can be taken it. That is the things we can be learn here. Next, it is a classification of the data. It is deals with the one attribute, says differences, and it is a one statement is a differences, and it divide the units of the population according to the attribute into the 2 or the only 2 mutually disjoint classes of the data. It means that it is a world. It is an example I'm taking that it is a what is the Telugu states having the corona. If I ask the one question at the time, it is the first state. It comes to the one kind of attribute, and the second state is comes to one kind of attribute. It means that is both having the different variations. Maybe it appears, and various categorical decisions can be taken for the recovery of this corona. So that is comes to the 2 variables, 2 mutually disjoint classes I'm taking here. The absence of the 2 attributes is the differences to the those who are the diff and those who are not different. It means that is it's a one classification is how it will be there, and another classification is how it will be there. Central government think about that these 2 states, what they will expect. It is a one state is taking the more precautions into the some different way, and another state is taking the more difference from the another state. Like it is a 2 attributes, it will be the entirely it is a appears on the presence of the data. So this is a two classifications of the, if we consider that is called as a 2 mutually disjoint classes of the attributes for the population according to the different. Why? Because of it is a population means it is a state is divided, the state is taken their own precautions. So that is called as a one kind of attribute, and another kind of attribute, another state is taking the another kind of the observations. These are the only observational information. And manifold classifications, he did that is a divided into the more categorical data. It is a category different classifications of the data, how the 4 different categories will be the, if we consider, what is that? It is a deaf and dumb and deaf and but not dumb and dumb and but not deaf. Like that, it's a total different category observation. Next, this kind of observations, it is a, if we consider it is a manifold classification. The concerned simple attributes, it is a, but it may be the different subclasses and sub-levels may be the possible in the situation. The education group of individuals may be divided into the illiterates and illiterates. These are the different kind of the groups in the educational in the group. That's the primary schools levels and higher school primary schools level, upper primary schools levels. This comes to the one category. That is comes to the another category of the manifold classification of the data. Now it is a notations. If we take that is it is a alphabetical order we will take. Green's letters if you want we can take the alpha comma beta. That is comes to the qualitative characteristics. Qualitative characteristics is called as a, that is an attributes. It is a presence of attributes. That is a qualitative characteristics. If we can be taken that that's alpha comma beta independent absence of the attributes. Next, it is coming to the different category classifications. It is a notations we can show that it is alpha comma beta. Otherwise, it's a capital A and capital B. And AB indicates there's a people who are to both the different them. It's AB like that we can be taken. Alpha beta indicate neither deaf or not. Now, it is a 4 category data notations we can be classified. Order of the class and class frequencies and ultimate class frequencies and fundamental set of the frequencies. In total number of units in the inquiry, it neither indicate the presence or absence of any attribute. Thus, it is a class of order 0. In this case, single attribute A or the alpha or the beta or beta, we have the classes of order 1. In this case, 2 attributes, we have the 4 classes, A, B, A, beta, and the alpha, beta, and alpha, beta. This is comes to the observational of the summit is one is a deaf but not dumb. Like that, it is this kind of the observation is comes to the AB. A is the one classification of the data, B is the one classification, one data connected with the another data. dumb and deaf. So that it is this kind of that. Here, this is comes to the one categorical observation. So two at a time, it comes to the group of A, B, and A, beta, and alpha B, B, and alpha B, like that. Here, if I take that as a 4 observations in the following relationships, sometimes relationships may be the 2 we need to add. We need to add. What is that classification? Capital N equal to A data you should take plus alpha data you should take. Sometimes that may be the equal to the beta, B data and beta data. Sometimes that is we can be categorized into the another way, bracket of capital A. It means that it's a capital AB, one category, plus capital AB is another category. Alpha, if I take alpha beta plus alpha beta, it means that one category, how it will be depends on the another category. For example, it is a state government fund for the scholarships. It means that is the central government will provide that is scholarships. No? That data they will, that funding is the state government, the distribution that the scholarships will be the separately, they will be categorized into the those who are the minority, non-minority, and the different categories of the people, how it will be distributed. So this is a minority, but also there are also more privileges needed people will be there, more not more privileges needed people will be there. It means that is in that minority is also upper class people and lower class people. But so that it is a lower class people, they will be provided. There's a more scholarship. And upper class people, it is a no need to that provide that scholarship. So that it is a B is a beta, like that. It is a category. Is a one is needed. Both are the minority. A is a minority and B be the non-minority. And minority and non-minority candidates, those who have. At the time, it is a minority category, non-minority, it will not appear in this situation. Here, minority category and a low class, that is a beta. And a minority class is upper class, A alpha. Upper class people also, they needed some funding agencies. Because of more, it is a 10 lakhs fees will be there in the medicine. At that time, they cannot pay. So such kind of cases, it is a minority people also, upper classes also, government will provide. This kind of some countries will be there that they will be provided. So such kind of the situations, so how it will be the categories into the different category of the data, that is a observation comes to the in this category. That is called as the order of the class and the class frequencies. How much amount we will be spent for the class minority? How much will be provided to the other backward class? How much amount will be spent for the scheduled caste, scheduled tribe? Like that, this is amount based on the amount also we will classify into the people. So that comes to the central government, how it will be distributed to the state government. It is a state government, so 2 state governments I am observing. One is the Telangana states. One is the Telangana state, another is the Andhra state. Both are the Telugu people will be there. The central government think about that, these 2 categories of that. It is I distributed the scholarship, how they are spending, if they will be observed and they will get the data, whether it is correctly utilized or not. That kind of observational information they can be studied. So according to that, it is a which category, which is subcategory, it will be the distributed, whether it is a link up with that, how it will be the data will be distributed. That is the most observation classification in the fundamental set of the frequency. Frequency means it is those who are the necessary, needed, and not necessary is needed. Next, it is coming to the observationals that it is how many we have. It is a 2 square will be there. It is some example. It is a set of frequencies. If I take 2 attributes, it is a capital A and capital B, 2 attributes we have. It is a total, if I may consider, the only first category may be considered and second may be considered and both may be considered. How many possibilities we have? 2 square. It is a 4 number of attributes it can be involved. But originally we have 2 categories. It is a 2 attributes, but it is involved. That is 2 more is a subclasses. So that it is subclasses. It is a 2 square is a 4. So 4 kind of observations we can take it here. The 4 kind of observations on that data will be the distributed data. That is our required necessities. Generally the use of the class is the symbolical itself as an operator. That thus we write that is a capital N equal 1 into N into A into N, so that alpha equal to alpha into N. So bracket of A plus alpha, bracket of alpha equal to capital N, alpha equal to 1 minus A. Alpha beta equal to alpha beta plus capital N into capital N and 1 minus capital N and 1 minus capital beta into capital N. These are the observations. Here, different alpha beta gamma means it is a different kind of observations you can take. First category observation, total second category observation, third category observation, fourth category observation. It is the relationship between them, both of them that comes to be, it is one of the relationship that. Here, I'm taking the data example, one example. The following the utilization of the class of the frequencies, find the remaining class of the frequencies, all orders is expected. Now, I'm taking that is a AB equal to how much? 50. And alpha beta, 40. A beta, 25. Alpha beta, is a 20. He has given the data. I want the only A involved data. How much? A involved data means AB is also involved and A beta also involved. Any more will be there? No. So that too I will add it. 50 plus 25. How much it is? 75. That is comes to the category capital A data, capital A data. And bracket B alpha I am consider alpha involved data. Alpha involved means alpha beta and alpha beta last one. Alpha B and alpha beta. So that it is a 40 plus 20 equal to how much it is a 60. Next, only B. B is involved data. It is a B means it is alpha beta and here alpha beta and capital AB. And B only, B involved data. So that it comes to the 50 plus 40, it is equal to 90. Only beta involved data. Beta involved data is involved in the last two only. So that it's, I will take the 25 plus 20 equal to 45. Capital N equal to here A involved data and alpha involved data. Both if I take that, it comes to the 135. Here A involved data already we have 75 and alpha involved data is 60. Sir, why you are taking these two? It means that it is all together. It is if you need that is all together, you add it all so that we can get that 50 plus 40. Whichever are that not repeated. Question. Well done.
Beyond the syllabus to totally homework or flexi kaavali. Syllabus manual lo kuda beyond the syllabus di pettamanu.
Already మనం పెట్టాంగా.
మనం పెట్టాము. ఏదో ఒక రెండు ల్యాబ్ లో ఉన్న కోడ్ చేయాలి. నిమిషం ఆఫర్స్ లేదా? నా దాంట్లో ఉంది. దాన్ని ల్యాబ్ లో చూపిస్తాము. మాన్యువల్ రైట్ పెట్టాను.
Sorry. Here alpha beta AB equal to 50 and alpha beta equal alpha B equal to 40. So that it's a total is how much? 75. Sorry, it is a 50 plus 40. It is equal to 90. Like here N equal to all together alpha A constant frequency and alpha constant frequencies. It is a classification that is also by N value. So that it is I can be added that it is a B value and a beta value that is comes to the one category. Here both will be the constant that I will get that is a different categories. So alpha equal to how much? 60. Capital A equal to how much? 75. These two are the one classification. So that 135. B and beta will be the one classification. So that 90 plus 45, 135. Both will be the same. So this is observations we can be checked here. Similarly, we can go for that is alpha equal to total minus capital A. Beta equal to capital N minus B. And A beta equal to capital A minus AB. And B equal to alpha B equal to B. A capital B minus alpha B, like that. One question, you check it here. Here, what is giving the survey information was obtained from the 23713 individuals. Of these, 1618 were employed. 2015 is a business. So here 770 are the graduates engineers. 335 is a graduate engineering. So I'm taking the what is that capital N equal to how much it is. He has given there is a this is a value. So that I'm taking the capital N. What is the A classification? It is a 16180. He has given the one classification. B classification is a businessman. So 2155 that is called as a capital B. And C is another classification. It is a 770. It is a graduate engineers. So that capital C. And AP it's graduates graduate engineers are employed. Employed means it comes to the first category. 1618. So that it is comes to the 335 means it's both AB. I am taking that. So this is a 583 employed and That one. Next, BC equal to how much? It is a 428. Graduate art and businessman. And AC comes to the another category. It is a 335. It is a 335. Is a, so like that, it is a ABC means what is that? Altogether, it's a alpha, beta, gamma. Alpha, beta, gamma is asking the first question. It's all different. Ultimate the frequencies obtain all the ultimate class frequencies is asking. So that capital AB of gamma equal to AB first I will take minus AB alpha. This is the one formula you should be remember that. And similarly, it is a AC beta. Beta means it is I should remember that is ABC from the AC. Whatever whichever is there, that is a beta. Alpha means gamma we should be remember. And it is a C. Beta means it is also ABC we should BC minus it is a ABC we should be removed. It is a wherever the gap will be there, that gap we should be removed, and then it is a ABC we should be subtract. That comes to the one category. AB alpha means it is a this is a formula we should be identified that it is a beta gamma is a one classification. So AB and AC and A bracket of ABC. These are the observations we can category. Consistency of the data. Consistency means what is accurate data and what is not accurate data. In that consistency of the data, here for example, it is a tomorrow meeting I am conducting. That is a somebody by chance says that is a people. What happens? All the students will be gathered or not? That is one question mark. If I say that, if I take the very in advance that information from the students, here these are the candidates are coming. This is a consistency, exact data they will come. So that kind of the utilization of the sum data, it is a whichever is a non-confirmation data will be making to the confirmational data that comes to the consistency of the data. Frequency of the lower order and it can be expressed in terms of the ultimate class frequencies in the necessary and the sufficient conditions. These two conditions will be satisfied, then we can say that it comes to the consistency of the data. Consistency of the data. The consistency of the data means these are the observations you should be remember. You should be remember. So from that, it is the previous level I did the problems. How I did problems means based on these are the conditions. These are the formulas. It is a theoretical data I have given in the top, and I have observed that these are the formulas you should be remember. From that, I have given the previous example. Similarly, here also, these are the observations. These observations should be remembered that total information. Next examples, if I take, these are the data. If I take that is investigation, investigator reported on that following information. Out of that 30 people is a contacting there, it is a 25 vegetarians and 10 of them lightly boiled vegetables, and the total number of the people who liked the boiled vegetables was 20. So examine the consistencies like capital M equal to 30 and A equal to 25, B equal to 20 and AB equal to 10. So that it is asking that is the observational information. The observation information where I got it, it is above formulas only. These are the formulas. Next, 2 data if you give, I will use these formulas. 3 data if you give, I will use these formulas. 3 data is I have given the previous example. This is a 3 data observation of the theoretical data. We should take it, and this is the most important. He will give one question on this. Next, it is the consistency of this data. 2 data. We will go for that formulas. This is an example. Next, it is a 3 data set examples. Whether it is a consistency or inconsistency, it's greater than or equal to 8. It is less than or equal to its consistency or not. That is the total observation set. Here, these are the conditions are clearly satisfied. It comes to the consistency. Otherwise, it's not consistency. Like that, we will do the one of the consideration. You may read that one. This is our required position. These are the clear ultimate observations from the data. These are the examples we have. The same model we should be practiced for the exam point of view. That solutions also available in the portal. Why the categories of data analysis is needed? That is comes to the role of the measurement in the categorical data analysis. 2 philosophical categorical data analysis we have. What are the data classifications we have? These are the theory totally read and you can easily understand. Now it is coming to the 2 philosophical data categories after their transformational approach is the one category to the another category. For example, here when the satellite is ascending to the some space, and space is automatically it is giving that is a imagination of the on Earth. So one data it is transmitted to another kind of the data that is comes to the one of the observations of that. So it is an analysis means data what data we have, the reflections how it will can be modified, that observations we can be checked by using the in these observations data in the data transformation. In the data transformations, they classify into 2 categories. One is the statistics and biostatistics. Biostatistics leads with that it's the sensitive observations, and statistics leads with the what is a comparative study between them. This is our overall idea about it. Statistics and biostatistical. These are the 2 fields. Will be the observations to the transformation. The transformation approaches we can be get by using the regression analysis. regression analysis and regression models. Next, it is coming to the category. This is a population and parameter and sample data, small sample and a small parameter data. That kind of observation we can check, and the estimation of the population also we can be calculated. And another kind of observation is the expected the categorical dependent variable after the applying for the some transformation can be the expressed into the linear functions. It is a regression equations into the linear functions. It is independent into the dependent that we discussed in the first unit. Similarly, your transformation data observations we can observe by using that is a regression analysis only. It is a multi variables are involved, multi regression, and the single variable are involved. It is x, y, y, z, y on x and x on y. That kind of observations we studied. So that kind of observation is a data is a large and a small. How we can be compared? That kind of observations we can study in this unit. Okay. Next, this is only the information what we have summarized in the data. Next, independence and association of the attributes. That information we study in the next class. Okay, it is a unit from the Blackberry is a totally theory. Theory, once you read it, and problems you just a small problem solve. Small problems if you will solve, it's enough. Nilofer, understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. We meet in the next class. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you.